Good morning and welcome to America's Home Cooking. I told you I was going to make mushroom scones to go with the fish, and that's exactly what we're going to do right now. Now, I've got to get some things together. I got to get myself together. Okay. Okay, right now we're going to sit there and put the dry ingredients together. They're just going into one bowl, so what I'm reading, you don't have to see me put them in. Just follow the measurements that I'm giving you. You need 2 cups of all-purpose flour, because I have mushrooms around you and eggs and onions and stuff, so that's why I'm going to keep you back there for a bit. Now you're going to add a tablespoon of wheat germ to this. We're also going to add a ½ cup of cornmeal. There it is. You're going to need a tablespoon of baking powder. You need a tablespoon of sugar. Okay, we need a teaspoon of salt. You need a teaspoon of black pepper. I know you're probably saying that's a lot of black pepper. Don't worry. It'll taste delicious. Okay, mix that up and put it to the side. All right, in a measuring cup, you need ½ cup of heavy cream, yes, I canned it. Okay. I actually left the lid on it with wax paper over the lid so my sons know which one's half and half and which one's the heavy cream. And you need 1 large egg. And you're going to mix these 2 together. So get a fork, which I should have done. The reason I'm a bit hurried is today I want to clean the living room. After I clean the living room, I'm going to be in this kitchen tearing it up and going through all the cabinets and washing everything that's in the cabinets and vacuuming them out in the pantry and all. And you're probably saying, that's spring cleaning. Yes, I have to spring clean in the autumn because I can't do it in the spring because I'm out in the yard tearing the yard up. All right, put this aside. Okay, now that we've got all of that aside, we can sit there and start working with the rest. All right, you need 2 tablespoons of melted butter over medium heat. Where did I put my butter? Oh, a knife. Now I'm going to be chopping, so you're not going to be able to come over and see. But what you're doing is putting 2 tablespoons of butter in a frying pan And I'm going to get the one that you hate the most. I get more complaints about this cutting board. All right, and what we're going to do is we have to chop up some, a small onion, and we have to chop up some mushrooms. Okay, and so that's where I'm going to turn you down. Now that I've told you, we got the bowl of the egg and the heavy cream together, and we have our dry ingredients together. Now we're going to proceed to start chopping. Now, they recommend finely chopped. I always take an extra skin layer off because it's always turning, and that's their skin to protect them for the winter, so I always take that one off. And it also turns very chewy and hard because it's drying out to protect the onion. The more you have to peel off like that, you know, the colder the winter, because the fruit or vegetables are making a harder skin to protect them from the cold. They want this finely chopped. What should I turn the oven on? 425. My oven's been used all day today. From one point, did I pull that drawer? Make sure your shelf is in the middle of the oven. If you have it too high or too low, it won't work. It'll take longer and your cooking time will be off. It's very rarely you'll hear them to tell you to move the shelf. But on cookies, they'll always tell you to move the shelf up to the upper third. When you're doing a turkey or a really big roast, you might have to drop down. There are a few breads that I have made that tell you to drop down. And I said, "You sure you want me to drop down?" I read that recipe like 6 times because that is just so against everything that I know. Right, that's a small onion. Am I doing the onions in this together? Okay. You're going to melt the butter over temperature over medium heat. And we are going to saute these for about 3 minutes. They should be golden, 2 to 3 minutes, and then we're going to do the mushrooms, add the mushrooms. Oh, God, my eyes are tired. Come on, buttermilk. I want to get this done. I've got so much ahead of me today. Do I have to grate or trying to remember some things I have to do with this recipe. I've only made it 7 times. Does that tell you how much I like it? It goes so well with so many things. Remaining butter, 6. Okay, that leaves me 4 tablespoons. We're going to need 4 more tablespoons. Just put it on the side for now. All right, put your onions in. I'm going to chop these up fine. Keep track of those onions. I know it looks like I have a lot of mushrooms here, but when you pack them in, you will see that that's actually a third of a cup. That's why you chop them really fine. This isn't a half a cup. It's less than a half a cup, so I know that's about a third. Oh, I'll get you over here. I'm not going to bring you up close. Like I said, I'm keep knocking you over, so I'm going to keep you at a distance. Protect you from me. How much time did I say I wanted on this product? If I remember correctly, it should be... That's what I thought. Add your mushrooms. Okay, we're going to dry the mushrooms out. This is going to take about 3-4 minutes just to cook the moisture out of them. If you have it on light medium heat, it might take a little less time because you don't want too much moisture. You want the flavor of these mushrooms. stir it around and take it off the flame. And put it to the side. Then we'll start putting the fish together. The smell of mushrooms and onions and thyme together never gets old. It is such a lovely combination. If you've never smelled the combination, you should, because it is really good. Okay. Now I think we're ready to put this together, if I remember. Okay. I got things around you, so I'm being careful. All right. All right, we're going to put 4 tablespoons of butter in here. We have to cut it up into it. And I'm going to use the cheater's way. I'm going to grate mine because it comes out of the freezer, so you know mine's a little hard. I had just gotten this cookbook, and my husband liked this dish. By the way, it goes excellent with fried chicken too. And we had it with scrambled eggs. That's how we had it. And he came back from the doctors and told him, you can't eat this, 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 and this, and you got to cut back on this, 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 this. And like a good wife, I listened to the stupid doctors. Came down that we were eating like the same meal every week, the same 7 meals. He couldn't have this, he couldn't have that, and I thought I was working with the doctor to help my husband get better, and I found out it wasn't working. Stuff he was giving him was blocking everything that I was trying to do to help him. When I found out, I was very angry. And I couldn't yell or scream because he wasn't there. I think he knew, but just wasn't telling me because he was in the medical profession. That's why he kept the PDR away from me. That's a physician's desk reference. If you have a husband who's a doctor, after he dies, you've got that, you can read up what's happening. All right, stirring the mushroom, okay. Adding the mushrooms to this. You can actually see I'm doing everything now. If I remember correctly, I'm always having to add extra heavy cream to this dish. But we'll see. How the discard would go in this. Well, I like it like this. I'm not going to touch it. Not today. Gonna need a cookie sheet. We'll get to that in a bit. Putting it together, I start remembering. Okay, let's see. Cookie sheet is going to be unlevel. I mean ungreased. Unlevel. Where's your headset? Oh, I don't know. I left it out in the yard somewhere. All right, we're going to knead this a bit and get this together. I'm going to do it right here in the bowl. Need an ungreased cookie sheet. I don't believe I said unlevel. Now this is a very easy dish to make. Most of the dishes are easy. Like I said, once you understand the terminology, you've got it. All right, you're going to put this in a bowl. Let me turn you a little bit because I'm over here on this side. We're going to pat this out till it's 8 inches. I'm at 7. See how easy this one is? Why do I put my hand on the edge? So it doesn't crack as much. So when you press it down, it sort of comes to a stop and sort of sticks to each other. You see? That's why you do it. Because you've seen me do it with pie crust. 8, 8, 8, yay! Pizza cutter. Now we have to divide this up into eighths, and for people who have trouble with math, you got somebody here who loves math, and her fractions are very, very good, okay? So just warning you. So take it and cut it in half. Now we're going to take each half, and we're going to go across, and we're going to make 4 pieces. All right, we have 4. 2, 4, 6, 8. So we're going to go in each triangle, and we're going to split it down, go through the middle, and go straight across. Then you do it right here. You have 8 scones. All right, we're going to put it in the oven now. And we are going to bake this for 12 to 16 minutes. And I love this recipe. I love my mushroom scones. So listen, I'll see you in 12 to 16 minutes. Okay, let me show you it now. A mushroom scones. Let it cool a bit, and you can just pick the slices up. Or if you wish, you can serve it on a platter and just let people pull them apart. Now, if they're going to stick a little still and you don't think they're quite free of each other, just run a knife through the same lines that you've done. And that's it. Mushroom scones. Listen, take care and have a great day. Bye-bye.